Okay, so on this triangle, I would start right here. Okay, I know the angle beside 100 because I know that that has to make 180 together. Okay, so 80 is right there. Now, these tick marks here mean this and this side are the same. So if those two sides are the same, then I know those two angles are the same. So if that's 80, that's 80. Okay, so now I'm going to go like this, just this triangle. I'm going to get this last corner. So 80, 80. I'm up to 160. That means I need what left? 20. Okay, now I'm going to visualize the whole entire triangle. So this is 90. Now this is 20. Can I get this top corner? 90 there, 20 there, so that's 110. So now I need 70. Okay, now I'm going to look in just this triangle on the top here. If this is 70 and those sides are the same, the angles down there have to be the same. So here's what I'm going to do. 180 minus 70. I have 110 degrees left, and I'm going to have to split it evenly with two angles. So therefore, these are 55 and 55. Now, can you get me this angle right beside the 55? So a supplementary 180. So I need 125 there. And the last angle, can you get me this one? There's 180 altogether. So 180 minus 55 and 80 leaves me with 45 left. Okay, find angle X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides all together, right? It's a pentagon. So I'm going to do that formula, 180 times n minus 2. Okay, so there's a formula. You have that on your formula sheet for your exam. So we get 180 times 3. There's 540 degrees in the pentagon. If I divide that by 5, each corner is 108 degrees on the pentagon. So all of these angles are 108. Okay? Each corner is 108. So I'm going to specifically put the 108 here. And then, do you remember what we do? If this and this are the same, those two angles are the same. So I'm going to go 180 minus 108, leaving me with 72. And if I cut that in half, each one will be 36. Okay, next one. I'm trying to find this bottom angle. So first of all, we can get that one quickly. Beside the 70, how much is beside the 70? Did you go with 110? Okay, how many sides do we have in this object? How many sides are on that object? Is there 5? So we actually just did this one, right? So the total, we need 540 degrees inside. Okay, and this symbol means in this corner, there's 90. So can you do all of that from 540, leaving me with what? So 540, and I got to subtract all the other ones, and then I can see what's left. All right, next. Let's go here. Let's get 70, 40, and I can get that one in that triangle. So that is 70. Now I'm going to get the one beside 70. So this is 110. Then that would be 70. Then that would be 110. Okay, so we can get all the rest of the angles now by just doing the small corner triangles. So 50, 110, and what? What's left? 50, 110, and 20. Okay, 70. We have a 70. We have a 30. It's 100. So then this has to be 80. 110 and 30. That's 140. So this has to be 40. Okay, number 12. We have a nonagon, which is 9 sides. So if you could count, that is 9 sides. So let's do our formula. 180 n minus 2. So 180 times 7 is 1260. And it's a regular, which means the word regular means all the sides and angles are the same. So if I divide by 9, each corner is 140. Okay, so I know that right now each corner is 140. Let's talk about the central angles. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. There's 3 equivalent angles, right? Because this is 1, 2, 3 sections, 3 sections, 3 sections. So these 3 angles are all the same. What would be the total angles into the center of that object? in the center of anything. 360. So 360 divided by 3. So these would each be 120. Okay, so let's see what else we can get here. Let's go 120. Can you get me the two corners of that triangle? So 180 minus 120. So that should be 60. And then you got to cut the 60 in half. So each one is 30. Okay, I'm going to take that shape. Does anybody know how many degrees are in a four-sided shape? Just offhand, like a square. How many degrees are inside a square? Or if you forget, then you just do the formula. So there's 360 degrees in a four-sided. We have 140, 140. And those angles will be the same. So 360 minus the 140, 140 leaves me with 80. And then I have to cut it in two. So each one is 40. Okay, so we've already found x. Okay, can you get me this angle right here? You can get that angle. So there's 40 there. Can you get me y because of this? Right, there's a whole straight line there. You already have a 30, a 40, which is 70. So this is 110. So now this one is 30 because of the triangle. What else do we got here? I think that we can say that these are symmetric. Yeah, that would be, because of how it's set up there, those would be symmetric.
Can't we find that one in the corner by the 30 and 40 by subtracting that from 140? Like on the other side.
Yes, right here, that spot.
Yeah, and then also on the other side over there too.
Okay, so 140, because that whole thing is that angle. 140 minus 70 leaves me with 70. Yeah. Yep, so that also just flips it too, yeah. I didn't think of that one. That was good. Okay, now what? We're left with Z, so how do we get Z? 60 and 120 would be left. 60 and then 120.